What's up YouTube? My name's Aja. Welcome to my channel. And today I'm back with my puppy. If you can see, we've got on matching back to school outfits and he's just gonna sleep right here next to me while I do a fun video for you guys. A sort of book haul, but I already had these books. A witchy back to school video, and that's what I'm gonna call this. Do you mind? Some like informative, magical, spiritual books. I'm just going to read you the back synopsis so you get a little idea of what it's about, and you can decide whether to check them out, whether to go read them, or anything like that. But let's just get right into this video. I know it's going to be super short, super quick, and super fun. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video. Talk to me, interact with me. I love talking to you guys in the comments. I always reply. And let's get started. I got a big pile of books here. We're going to do a list of 7 witchy back to school books for learning, spirituality, divination, everything. Stay tuned. Roll the intro. So let's get straight into book number 1. I'm just going to show them to you guys, read the back for you, and move on to the next book. We're going to make this cute and quick. This first book right here is called Spellcrafting. Strengthen the powers of your craft by creating and casting your own unique spells, by Erin Murphy Hiscock, author of The Green Witch, if you guys have ever seen that on like Amazon. And this says, create a magic that is uniquely yours. Personalized spells are powerful spells. If you guys see, I've been creating some spells for you guys and I love making them. And the key to powerful spell crafting lies within you. By focusing your intention and trusting your intuition, you will learn how to elevate your craft and tap into the magical energies that flow throughout the world. Spellcrafting guides you on this journey of magic and self-exploration, helping you strengthen your connection to yourself and to the abundance of the earth's natural energies. Inside these pages, you'll learn how to craft and catch a spell of your own making, raise your personal energy before casting your spell, establish a network of spellcasters, refine and amplify spells you've used in the past, and discover your most favorable time to cast your individual spells. With this enchanted understanding, your spellcasting will go beyond the basics and become aligned with your own unique needs. Ooh. Empower your practice with the inspiration, magic, and art of spellcrafting. And look, this says Erin is a third degree Wiccan high priestess in the Black Forest clan and the author of all these books. Wow. Look, she's been active since 1995. Gang, gang. Best year ever. But yeah, this is cool. So that's Spellcrafting. That's our first learning book for back to school witches. Next, a lot of you have probably seen this one already, and it is the 78 Degrees of Wisdom, The Journey to Self-Awareness by Rachel Pollack. This is the second version. The first version was purple. This says the best-selling tarot classic is now republished in a new edition with a new preface that provides fresh insights about tarot and card interpretations. And then Rachel Pollack is considered one of the world's foremost authorities of modern interpretation of tarot. She's a member of African American Tarot Association. Oh, of the American Tarot Association. Not African American. And the Tarot Guild of Australia, and has taught at the famed Omega Institute for the past 15 years. She's an award-winning fiction writer and also has written 12 books on tarot. Lives in New York. Well, that wasn't very informative, but this is an in-depth analysis of the tarot, examining all aspects of their cards, their origins, symbolism, psychological resonances, and historical, mythological, and esoteric background, including instructions on how to give readings. So that's this book. It's got a lot of pages, baby. 349 like actual pages of the actual book, and then there's, you know, all the publishing and stuff. But that's book number 2. This one, mine's a little beat up as I've had it for a while, but this is Hoodoo, Herb, and Root Magic. a materia magica of African American conjure. Traditional formulary giving the spiritual uses of natural herbs, roots, minerals, and zoological curios. By Kathleen, not even gonna try and butcher her name, baby girl. But this says, Hoodoo Herb and Root Magic. This is the first book of its kind presenting accurate botanical information about roots and herbs employed in conjure, with sample spells that will show you how to make and use your own mojo bags, spiritual bats, and incense. 500 herbs, roots, minerals, and rare zoological cures, 750 traditional spells, tricks, and magical recipes, and 50 illustrations. Catherine's the proprietor of the Lucky Mojo Curio Company and a manufacturer for traditional herb-based spiritual supplies. Whatever, etc., etc. Doesn't matter. She lives with her husband, a dog, cats, and chickens. But it's really nice book. So much information in here. If you're black witches unite, go get this book. Black witches, bitch. Go get this hoodoo book. It's really great, really historical, really connects you with the magic of your ancestors. Next, these are a little more fun and lighthearted and great for back to school. So the series is called A Little Bit Of. So this one's A Little Bit of Fairies. And let the fairy adventures begin. Whimsical and lyrical, this book explores what and who fairies may be. It's sure to intrigue anyone who wants to acquaint themselves with these otherworldly beings. Elaine Clayton takes a look at how we distinguish fairies from angels, how fairies came about, visions and dreaming of fairies, looking for fairies' faces and rocks in nature, the coexistence of animals and fairies, and more. Right? I love these little books. But that's the fairies one. So fun. These are all counting as one book. Just because it's like in a little series. Next is a little bit of yoga. Wondering what yoga is all about? A way of connecting to the body, mind, and breath. Yoga can be calming, strengthening, restorative, and invigorating. Perfect for back to school, right? We all need a little bit of that. This accessible, easy to read book is the perfect starting point. It introduces the history of yoga, provides an overview of the 10 different forms of the practice, and defines the philosophic principles behind the 8 limbs of yoga. It also introduces and discusses some of the basic postures. So this says An Introduction to Postures and Practice by Megan Stevenson. And sorry, the fairies book is An Intro to Fairy Magic by Elaine Clayton. And lastly, a little bit of symbolism. An Introduction to Symbolism by Henry Reed, PhD, baby. Daddy. Symbolism demystified. Symbols offer a relationship between what's known and what's generally unknown, an approach to the unconscious or the greater mind. In this book, Henry Reed provides a brief overview of what symbols can mean to us, including such subjects as creation, earthly inhabitation, animals, numbers, spiritual traditions, flying saucers, and more. Baby. Witchy books. Look, witchy back to school books, and these are short, quick, easy reads. They're really aesthetically pleasing too, and they're just full of info, short, sweet, and to the point. If you don't want to go through a 400-page book, go get one of these. So those were number 4 for our back to witchy school list of books. And if you guys like this video, I want to keep doing them as a book series, so let me know. This one I just got from Barnes & Noble, and it's called Magical Astrology. Use the Power of the Planets to Create an Enchanted Life by Sky Alexander. Oh, she wrote Modern Guide to Witchcraft, so that's that tarot deck with all the black girls. Use astrology to reconnect with the magical forces around you. Astrology and magic are links between the energies of the cosmos on one hand and our earthly experience on the other. They're also powerful tools for understanding our place in the universe, connecting with its powers, and creating the lives we want to live. In magical astrology, you'll learn how to assess your birth chart, create your own magical toolbox, and work with planetary cycles, solar and lunar energies, eclipses, and more. This is what I'm teaching you guys. It's like my video in a book. In magical astrology, you'll learn how to access your birth chart, create your own magical toolbox, and work with the planet. Oh, I just read that. Herbs and other botanicals, crystals and gemstones, planetary powers, and magical symbols. Here, veteran astrologer Sky Alexander shows you how to tap into the rhythms of the universe for balance and offers numerous ideas for inspiration for incorporating star power into your rituals, celebrations, and everyday life. So that's Sky Alexander's book, and let's move on to number 6. This one's gonna be controversial, baby, but Reverend Valerie Love Kaisi here on YouTube recommended this book, so I bought it. Simple. She suggests I buy. So, Magic and Christianity. From Jesus to the Gnostics by Robert Connor. Girl, this is a big juicy book too for back to school. This is back to some serious witch school. This is, if you're on a different level, you can maybe read this book. This is like serious shit. It's about 400 pages of magic and Christianity. I'm a Christian Baptist retiree. Now I'm an eclectic witch with no religious practice, just spirituality. The world of Jesus and the early Christians swarmed with prophets and exorcists, holy men and healers who invoked angels and demons, gods and ghosts. Magic and Christianity, from Jesus to the Gnostics, explores that world through the surviving texts of the first Christians and their pagan and Jewish contemporaries. A compelling and striking exemplar of why independent scholarship is such an important facet of academic studies. Recommended. A fascinating and thought-provoking read. One of the most learned works I've had the opportunity to read in this genre. So, this is just a super awesome book. So informational. Yeah, the sources: apocalyptic magic, the trial, resurrection, or a ghost story, spirit versus spirit, Paul's cult of possession, a darker sorcery, the magic of the Heterics, a dialogue with the dead. This book is lit, and this is really if you transitioned from Christianity to witchcraft and magic. And it talks about my favorite witch, Jesus Christ, baby. The greatest witch. Last book, another big, fat, heavy read. This will last you all winter. Started back to school. Girl, this will last you until next year probably. And it's another heavy one. It's another deep one. A History of God. Oh. Right. Now, theirs is on the inside because it's hardback. So, with this premise as the underlying theme, renowned commentator on religious affairs Karen Armstrong presents a study of the deity of the world's 3 dominant monotheistic religions: Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Although humankind has worshipped God or gods for millennia, the concept of God has evolved significantly throughout that time. And from culture to culture, in a dynamic interplay between religions and society's ever-changing beliefs, values, and traditions, human beings' ideas about God have been transformed. Gradually, ideas about God have been molded to apply to the spiritual needs of the people who worship Him in a particular place and time. Even as Western society has become increasingly secular, belief in God continues to play a fundamental role in life. Armstrong explores and analyzes the development and progression of the various religious concepts, various perceptions of God from the days of Abraham to the present times. We find that despite obvious differences between Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, these religions share striking similarities of their views on the divine. Stimulating, insightful, and easy to grasp. It's basically just a background of everyone's different gods. So I love learning about different religions, different spiritual paths, different versions of God and Jesus and whomever goddesses and gods you believe in. This is just a big, meaty 400-page book for something. This is like 500 pages almost. 460-page book on the 4,000-year quest of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Witty, informative, and contemplative. I got this from Barnes & Noble as well. It was on sale, and I ain't gonna lie, it's a heavy read. It's definitely extremely scientific. It's very historical. She knows what she's talking about. Okay? You need to get this book. Again, if you're on a path of enlightenment, spirituality, alignment with the universe, you gotta read these big heavy books. It's not all just fun and games and YouTube videos. But make sure you keep on watching mine though. That is the end of my little book haul. My 7 different Back to Witchy School, Back to Magic School books. And they are great reads for the start of fall when you're about to be all cozied up and snuggled up in bed, reading a good book at night, meditating on it early in the morning. Girl, read these between 3 and 6 a.m. Now that'll get you some intuition. That'll provide you with wisdom and knowledge. And thank you so much for making it all the way to the end of the video. If you buy any of these books or have any of them already, let me know. Let's talk about it. Or let me know if you're interested in any of the topics. We can go deeper into these topics on my channel here. That's what I love to do with you guys. So let's get into it. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Check out these books. And let me know if you want me to do another book haul. I'm probably going to do one for like wintry type of books. But let's get into it. This was really fun for me and I'm so glad you enjoyed. Pierre's asleep, otherwise I'd have him say bye. Talk to you guys later. Read on, get to learning. Bye, witches. Bye. Peace. Peace.